Hi everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. Welcome to my YouTube channel, welcome to my Facebook page. My name is Shakwe Tuya. I appreciate you spending your time with me today. Today I want to talk about practice makes improvement. Have you ever heard someone say practice makes perfect? I want to change that today to practice makes improvement because that statement is true. If you say practice makes perfect, you set yourself up because you will never be perfect. You will get better, but you will never be perfect because we are human, right? So I want to dedicate this talk to anybody who has just started something and they're about to give up because they feel very incompetent. And I remind you that practice makes improvement. So come back to doing what you're doing. And then I want to dedicate this talk too to someone who is afraid to start something because they feel so incompetent. You're feeling that you're not good enough because you're comparing yourself with someone else who is so good at it. I want to remind you that your heroes started long time ago. And just start and practice will make improvement, will improve. You will improve by practicing. So I want to talk about two examples that will actually make this statement sound true. There's a woman called Barbara Corcoran. I don't know if you've heard about her. She is a cast member of ABC Shark Tank. Perhaps it's a different channel in your country, but it is a business show where people come pitch their ideas, and she's one of the investors, or at least she represents the investors that want to invest in someone who is pitching the idea. So Barbara Corcoran started her real estate long time ago. And when she started her business, of course, she started just like anyone else. She didn't know many people. She had to perfect her craft, or she had to improve her craft. So one time she was invited, this is the beginning, like about 30 years ago. She was invited to come and speak to about 800 people. And she had not addressed such a large crowd. So when she was invited to go to the podium, she had this major stage fright and she froze and words could not come out of her mouth. So embarrassed and feeling shamed, she was asked to go sit down and they introduced another speaker. So she thought this was going to be the end of her, but she didn't let that one moment ruin her life. So the same week that she had embarrassed herself, that she had inflicted a dent in her image, she went and looked for opportunities to improve public speaking. So she applied for a university to teach a university real estate courses every Saturday. And the university accepted her application. So for 5 years, Barbara Corcoran taught university students real estate every Saturday for 5 years, and she improved her craft. And today, of course, we are talking about her, and we see her on television very confident and very gracious because she didn't let that one moment ruin her life. Practice makes improvement. I want to borrow another example from someone who I really admire. His name is Bishop T.D. Jakes. So he's an entrepreneur, a talk show host, and Time Magazine one time named him America's favorite preacher. Can you imagine that? So he didn't start by becoming a headliner. So years back, T.D. Jakes talks about moments when he would be so frightened to hold a microphone. So when you see T.D. Jakes today say, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, and not use any notes and speak so well, you cannot imagine where he started, right? He had somewhere to start. So I want to read his words so that it's actually not lost in translation, because sometimes some of these heroes' journeys are unbelievable. So this is what he had to say about the fear of speaking in front of people. He said, that I used to hold a mic stand and hold my hands behind my back until I could calm down enough to move around. But I was determined not to let fear paralyze me. I was never impressed by myself, and it was a good thing because I never approached ministry thinking I was good at it. There you go. So you think you're not perfect? That's a good thing because that should really be a motivation for you to go forward, to keep doing. Practice makes improvement. So you can never imagine. Today, if you see someone who is so good at their craft, just know that they have spent hours and years of practicing. So what do I want you to take from this? Two things. I'd like for you to do something little, something small towards your greater purpose every day. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be the same every day. But do something little every day towards your greater purpose because practice makes improvement. Number two, I want you to consider your goal to become better than yesterday. Be your own competition. Yesterday is your competition. Just make your goal to be better than yesterday. Don't look way far how many years you have. Look at yesterday and give yourself a goal to say, I want to be better than yesterday. And then measure yourself against yourself. Do not compete. Run your own race. Run your own race. And then if you're there, seeing somebody who is put themselves out there to do something good, I'd like for you to support that person because you never know how much good they will do in the world, and you want to be part of that goodness, right, by supporting someone. So I just wanted to share that today because sometimes we can be discouraged when we compare ourselves with our heroes or when we think we are incompetent. Remember, practice makes improvement. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Until next time, may God bless you.